but we got to know what happened to him. Okay? So you give me something on what happened to Jim on July 5th. Okay? Listen to me. I want to help you. But if you're not honest with me, when I walk out that door, I can't help. But we need to know what happened to Jim. Can you give me something of what happened that particular day?
This is Michael Dixon. Michael is being interrogated by the Hocking County Sheriff's Office regarding the disappearance of a friend named James Whitaker. After James had been missing for several days, friends and family would call the police and inform them that he was missing.
Because he was good to you.
Yeah.
And you were good to him. But something happened that particular day that you got upset. And it's okay. People do get upset. So you give me something that I can work with. And I can help you. I can talk to the prosecutors. We can get closure. Mike, I'm not lying to you, buddy. I can help you. Listen, I can help you, but you have to help me. Okay? Where can I find Jim? Where can I find him? Mike, it's okay. Where's Jim? You help me? I can talk to the prosecutor.
Michael and his daughter Melody had been staying with James for several years without paying any rent at all. James's family knew that they lived there as well, so when they told Michael they were going to call the police, he and his daughter fled the home. The police would begin their search and eventually they would catch up with Michael. Michael would be arrested and brought in for interrogation.
You believe in God, right?
Mm-hmm.
You believe in forgiveness?
Yeah.
God will forgive. All you have to do is repent your sins. I can help you do that. But you have to help me find Jim. Where can I find him?
Right, I don't know.
Mike, listen, let me come over here to you. Come here. Listen, turn around here. Man to man. Table. No. Mike, I know you know what happened to Jim. I know. Okay? You understand that?
Mm-hmm.
Help me. And I help you. It's simple. I will not let you go through this alone. Okay? I promise. You know I've been doing this for a long time. Some people say I'm a dick. I'm human. You're human. Jim is human. Let's give him a proper burial. Let's treat him like a human. He was really good to you. Wasn't he?
Yeah.
He was good. Let's give it back to him. Now's your chance. Because you didn't mean what happened. What happened to Jim, it didn't need to happen.
Michael sits in his chair, arms folded across his chest, barely saying anything, which is usually a sign of guilt. As we've discussed before, an innocent person would be angry and demand to know why they are being accused of such a crime. The detective has been using a sympathetic approach as he tries to get a confession out of James. This approach seems to be working, but now he switches to the tried and true method where he asks the suspect if it was just an accident.
It was an accident? Was it an accident?
Yeah.
It was? Okay. So what happened then? In your own words, tell me what happened. Yes, it was an accident. Did he fall and hit his head? Did a gun go off? Did a knife, accidentally stab him in an argument?
His gun went off.
His gun went off? Okay. So, how did it go off?
Me and him was struggling over because my daughter was trying to go to the well, she went to the bathroom and then he was trying to grab her.
Okay. So this happened in the house? Where did it happen at?
Kitchen.
In the kitchen? Okay. So, where is Jim right now? It's okay. Give me your hand. Give me your hand. It's okay. It's all right. I know you feel bad. Was the gun in your hand?
I grabbed a hold of it, but he was pointing it at me.
Okay, that's okay. Was it a shotgun? Where's Jim now?
I'm by the burn pile.
By the burn pile? What day did this happen? Was it July 5th?
I think like early in the morning, the 6th, like 5:36.
In the morning? Okay. What was the argument over?
We was coming in so late and he just come out and he was in a bad mood.
Now that they have his confession, they have to get Michael to explain what had happened in detail to ensure a guilty verdict.
Okay. Now, let's pretend, all right? Let's pretend. This is the shotgun. Let's stand up. It's all right. Okay. God forgives. Okay? You believe in God, right? Okay. It's okay. So, if this is a shotgun, who has the shotgun?
You.
How do I have the shotgun? If I'm Jim.
Pretty much about like this shoot, or like here's the gun like this, and I take it, I grab it, and I put it up like that, and it goes off.
Okay.
Over this way.
It was it go off over here. Okay. So, what did he have the shotgun for?
So every now and then when you get mad, that's where he can get the gun or a knife.
So he grabbed the shotgun.
We had it kind of like holding to like here.
Like this was the butt of it?
But yeah, right here he grabbed like where the trigger piece is made, and then you've got right here, and then you've got your stock.
Okay. And the barrel was pointed this way.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you're Jim and I'm right here, where was the gun?
Well, he had it.
Okay, he had it.
Like about like this right here. Right here was the. Oh.
What was he saying to you? Very important. What was he saying to you?
He told me that he was going to shoot me.
Okay. What was he going to shoot you for? Okay. So we're going to show you this gun's unloaded. Clear. Yep, it's very clear. Okay, it's clear. All right, nothing in it. All right, I want you to hold. I'm going to hold the gun. Okay. So if I have it, is he like this?
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay. And then what happened? Go ahead. You can grab it. It's fine.
Hold it and went like that.
Okay. And it went off on this side of his face?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Did he die instantly?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So...
It is very important that they get as many details as possible from Michael so they can compare those details with the crime scene. For example, if James's body does not have a gunshot wound to the upper left side of his head, then they know Michael is lying.
Where is the bathtub in relation to us? You said it happened in the bathroom, correct?
Kitchen.
The kitchen. Okay. So his finger was on the trigger? Okay. And he said he was going to kill you. What did he say he was going to kill you for?
He didn't say. He told my mom, he called her earlier that night, said that as soon as I walked in, he was going to shoot me.
Okay. Okay. So, I'm very proud of you, Mike, for telling what really happened, so we can give Jim a proper burial. Okay? Does that make you feel any better? Okay. So, who helped clean up the kitchen?
I did it by myself.
Okay. How long did it take you to clean up the kitchen?
Probably about an hour.
Okay. Was it all over the ceiling?
Mm-hmm. Wall.
Huh?
Mainly the wall and the floor.
Wall on the floor? Okay. So, like, did it take off this side of his face? How much, can you show me on your face how much it took off of his?
Probably about like right in here.
Did it go through his brain, or did it just take off this side of the face?
I think it like went kind of like at an angle right here and come out here.
Okay, was it a slug or birdshot?
I still think it was birdshot. He's got these great big, I think they're 30.
Was it what kind of shotgun was it?
12 gauge.
Okay. Where is the gun?
In the pile too.
It's in the same pile? Okay. Can you give me just a minute? Okay. Would you like to have this bottle of water? There you go, buddy. Give me just a minute, okay? Would you like to write a statement out for me of what happened and put it in your own words? I think the prosecutor would like to probably look at that.
Won't say I ain't the best speller.
That's all right. If you'd like to do that, that would be fantastic, because I think a prosecutor would like to have it in your own words. Okay?
You think sometime it'd be, well, if anyone does, able for me to get a cigarette?
Yep, I think we could probably manage that, okay? You were good to me, and you're still good with me, so I have no problem with that, all right? Okay? Will you put that in your words for me? Okay. You did the right thing, Mike. You did the right thing. Did you fear for your life? Okay.
That's all I've been thinking about since it's happened.
I bet. You probably haven't ate or slept, have you? Okay. All right. Just hang tight, okay? I'll be right back with you.
The detective leaves the room to regroup with his fellow officers to go over any questions they may have missed. They don't want to take too long because Michael is showing remorse for his actions, so now is the time to get some answers.
I just got just a few more questions for you, okay, Mike? Yeah, sure. Be right back, bud. It's all right, bud. We really need to write that, okay? I want the judge, and I want the prosecutor to see in your handwriting of what transpired, okay? I think it's very important. But before we do that, I do have some other questions for you, okay? With that being said, the questions that I would have is there's some rumors, and probably a little bit more than rumors, that you were upset at him about coming on to your daughter. And was that argument that morning a result of him coming on to your daughter?
No.
What was the argument about?
We left, like I told you, and we come back. Well,
Start over, because you didn't tell me that. You told another detective that, I think.
we left, first that was indeed.
Let's just sit back and talk, man. Just relax. I know it's hard, but let's relax. So tell me in your words again what happened.
About 10 o'clock at night, we went down to Kenny and Ryan's. We was down there until about 4 o'clock in the morning.
Who was down there?
Me, his old lady, my daughter, and me. My daughter was asleep in the truck the whole time. And then we went back up to the house. Jimmy just come out and started, well, at first he didn't come out, he didn't hear us, he must have been asleep or something. My daughter went up to the bathroom, and the next thing I know, here he comes out with a gun. And he told me that I needed to get out of the house, this, that, and another, and I told him as soon as my daughter got out of the bathroom that I would leave, and he said, no, Melody wasn't leaving. And I started up the steps, and he had the gun and pointed at me, and we had a struggle.
In the kitchen?
Next thing I know, the gun went off.
Why did he say that she wasn't leaving?
He didn't say.
Where was she at when the shooting happened?
In the bathroom.
What did she say when she came out?
She just lost it because she seen blood everywhere.
Okay. Were you drinking?
No.
Were you under the influence of any drugs when it happened? Be honest.
Yes.
What were you using?
Meth.
Okay. When did you use meth?
Michael claims that he had been under the influence of methamphetamine, which means he could have committed the crime because his mind was altered. A good lawyer will use this as a way to get their client a reduced sentence. They will argue that the defendant would never have broken the law if they had a clear mind.
The 4th.
The 4th? Okay. And this was the morning of the 6th?
Morning of...
Do you remember what day of week it was?
I think it was the 5th. That might have been the 6th.
Do you remember what day of the week? Were you down at Kenny's on a Friday night or a Saturday night? Sunday night?
I'm thinking it was Sunday night.
Sunday night? So it would have been the 5th on a Sunday night. Sunday was the 5th. So you went down there at 10 o'clock on the 10th, on the 5th.
No.
And you come back at 4 o'clock on the 6th. Was he awake when you got home?
He must have heard the door shut, or Melody when she shut the bathroom door or something.
Okay. Did any conversation take place between Melody and Jimmy?
No.
Did she tell you that? Did she tell you that he didn't say anything to her?
She told me that, and I was right there. I was like at the bottom of the steps. It's real close to where his room was.
Did you tell Kenny what happened? Okay. Did Kenny help you?
No.
Who helped? Somebody helped you burn that body and move that body?
No, they didn't.
Okay. So, can you describe when you drug, how did you get him out of the house?
On the sled.
What sled?
There's a black sled up there by the burn pile.
Okay. And you moved him from the house down the steps of the porch over to the burn pile?
Yes.
Okay. Who did you tell?
I didn't tell anyone. The only one that knew at first was just me and my daughter.
Okay. How did you leave the house that night? Did you drive?
When we went over to Kenny's?
No. After Jimmy was killed.
Well, I didn't go anywhere.
You just stayed there and just left him outside?
Went and laid down, took a nap for 3, 4, 5 hours.
So when did you clean up the kitchen? At what point did you clean up the kitchen?
Same night.
So after you used the black cart, did you load him up on the cart yourself, or did your daughter help?
No, she didn't help.
Okay.
I told her to go to the basement. She went to sleep.
Okay. And then from that point, you put him on the black cart, you wheel him down the steps, you wheel him over to the burn pile, you just dump him off into the burn pile?
I left him on the sled and just set it there and covered it up with some old branches.
Who did you tell that you did this? Or that this happened, I guess you could say. I know you told Kenny, your daughter knew you did it. Who else?
That's it.
I know there's other people because other people's talking. Who else did you tell? Mike, here's the deal, buddy. Don't lie now, okay? You're being very, very honest. You're being very good. Don't start lying, okay? That's when things go sideways.
I told my stepdad.
And your stepdad is who?
Frank.
Frank. Seymour?
No, Specie.
What's the last name?
Specie, S-P-E-C-I-E.
Okay, where's he live at?
With my mom.
On Sand
Sand
Creek. Okay. So Frank knows. Who else knows?
I believe that's all I told him.
Okay. All right. So you guys, let me make sure I get this right. Okay. So about 10 o'clock on the 5th, you go to Kenneth Amorine's. Your daughter's asleep out in the truck. You leave about 4 a.m. You arrive back at the house between 4 and 4:30 to the house. She goes in to go to the bathroom. He comes out with a shotgun. And he says, get the hell off of his property. Holding a shotgun on you. Did he say anything to you other than that?
No.
He just said, get the hell out.
Yep. I tried.
And you told him what?
I just tried talking to him like I usually did.
Had he ever pulled a gun on you before?
Several times.
Okay. Did you fear that he was going to shoot you?
That night, yeah, I just had a weird.
And what time in the morning was that again? On the 6th?
About 5:30.
5:30. 5:30. And how did you get him in the house? How did you guys end up in the house?
He was already in the house. I unlocked the door with my key and we went in.
Did he have the gun on you at that point? He had the gun down?
He wasn't. When I first went in the house, he wasn't even up.
I thought you said that he came out and met you outside. He didn't meet you outside?
No, in the house.
So he met you at the door, kind of. No?
We met us. My daughter had went to the bathroom. I unlocked the door, let her in. She went to the bathroom, and while she was in there, she must have made noise or something. And he heard, and then that's when he come out with his gun.
Did he know it was you?
I'm the only one that's got a key.
Okay. And he said what to you?
He told me to get the hell off the property. I wasn't welcome there anymore.
Okay. And then did he have the gun pointed at you?
Yes.
Did he say he was going to kill you? Did he just have the gun pointed at you and tell you to get the hell off the property?
He told me that he was going to kill me.
How did he say it?
He told me if I didn't get off his property, he was going to fucking kill me.
Michael may think saying that James threatened to shoot him may help him in court, but it does more harm than it does good. He claims that James told him to leave before saying he would shoot him. This means that Michael had the opportunity to leave a dangerous situation, and he chose not to. Now that Michael has told his version of events twice, they want to hear it one more time, but this time Michael's story is different.
Let's do this again. If I'm Jimmy, he's your daughter, where would we be in where? Show us where we would be.
The bathroom is back this way, let's say.
The bathroom's back that way, and so you started to come out a little this way. Jimmy's standing there.
Kitchen's over this way.
Yep, and Jimmy's right there, and I'm over this way. And Jimmy went, because she started to come out, and you went to grab her by the neck.
So if I go out, I go to grab him, right hand or left hand?
He went to grab her by his left hand.
Left hand?
Or that would have been his right.
Okay,
because
like this?
He had a gun in his hand.
Okay, was the gun pointed up or down?
Kind of like pointed like it But my stomach area.
Pointed?
Mm-hmm.
Like at you? Or just kind of out in the middle of nowhere?
And kind of pointed like, if he would have shot it, it would have hit me.
Okay. And
In this version of events, Michael's daughter Melody is not in the bathroom. Instead, she is involved with the altercation. This is a prime example of why detectives will ask the same questions multiple times, because it's much harder to remember a lie than it is to remember the truth.
so then what happened? So was his finger like on the butt of the gun?
No, it was like the butt, like I showed you earlier, but he had it
On
like
the butt.
on the trigger.
But his finger was on the trigger.
Mm-hmm.
So he had it like that. He had like this.
Yep,
Then what
I
happened?
grabbed a hold of the gun and pushed it up, and it went off.
So while he still got his hand around her neck?
Well, she just started to walk in. That was like a distraction, it seemed like to me.
So his hand was actually
on me, on the girl.
On your daughter.
Mm-hmm.
Or not?
Yes, it was.
It was.
Good.
Okay.
So like she starts walking. So let's do it real quick.
It was like that, and I just pushed the thing up like that, and then
His finger.
hit the trigger.
And where did it hit his face at? Which side? If we're like this, which side?
Moving on his right-hand side.
So the gun would have been like this,
Mm-hmm.
and it would have went off like that. Did she get covered with blood?
I believe a little bit.
Okay. Where's her clothes? Because your clothes are down in the basement, you think.
And it's a camo pants and a black shirt,
Mhm.
long sleeve shirt,
Short.
short sleeve shirt, okay.
I think it's still the house.
Because you told me earlier you left the whole part out about your daughter coming in the room like that. You left that completely out. So which one is being truthful? The one where the daughter's coming at, or the other one?
The one with the daughter.
Why did you leave that part out?
Because I want my daughter left out of it. She didn't have nothing to do with it.
Okay, but I understand. But it's very important that we get every aspect of it to understand what happened here. Because that's a very important piece of the puzzle.
What was the fight about? What was the argument about? Was it about your daughter?
No.
Was it about your daughter? You said it was about your daughter. You didn't want her to go, or he didn't want her to go with you. Why?
He just told me to get off of the property, and I told him I'd go wait till my daughter, and he said no, I wasn't.
And that's when you guys were in the kitchen and she comes out of the bathroom and that's when the argument transpires?
Yep.
Was there anything prior to that? No?
Nothing.
Everything was fine up until that point.
So his hand was still on her when that gun shot, when he got shot in the head.
Mm-hmm.
So why did he get the gun
He had the gun when he walked out of his room.
when he walked out of the room? Did he know that the girl that you were going to take your daughter at the time, prior?
Because you guys just got there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So why did he go get the gun?
When
he
he walked
asleep?
out, he come out with the gun. I told you, he told my mom when we got there that he was sitting in a chair with the gun pointing at the front door.
Michael would be charged with murder and he would take the case to trial. Prosecution would argue that not only was Michael aware that James did not want him at his house, James also demanded he leave multiple times before the gun was fired. They would also state that the lengths Michael went to cover it up shows that he is a monster and not just a man protecting his daughter. Further investigation would reveal that his daughter also helped in the disposal and cover-up of the body, but she would strike a plea deal and receive only 9 years for her part in the crime. Michael would be found guilty and receive life in prison.
The jury being duly sworn and paneled find that the defendant, Michael T. Dixon, guilty of murder, unspecified. Defendant, Michael T. Dixon, guilty of murder, an unspecified felony. In order, the court will publish them at this time. We, the jury being duly sworn and paneled, find that the defendant, Michael T. Dixon, guilty of murder, an unspecified felony, as charged in the indictment, and that defendant did purposely cause the death of James Thomas Whitaker. And all 12 jurors appears to have signed.
Thank you for watching. I will see you next time here on the Red Tree Crime YouTube channel.